Hi everyone, welcome to Zenden, a safe space to calm your mind and body. Today we're going to be doing a flow in the forest. I'm currently in Surrey, so I really hope you enjoy the background and maybe any of the nature sounds that you hear throughout this class. So let's start off in a child's pose position. So you can come onto all fours, bring your big toes together, your knees are at the edges of the mat, press your hips back to your feet, your hands out stretched in front of you, and you can start to lower down, maybe bringing your forehead down to the mat, and start to breathe deeply. So inhaling through the nose, filling up the lungs, and then exhaling through the mouth, sinking lower into your child's pose. Inhale through the nose, filling up your lungs. Exhale out the mouth, relaxing further into the pose. Let's do a couple of rounds on our own in peace and quiet. On the next inhale, you're going to press up into tabletop position. So your shoulders are above your hands and your knees are below your hips. And from here we're going to move into some cat-cow. So on the inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your gaze. On the exhale, round your spine, look down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up to the sky. Breathe in all those beautiful smells of the forest. Exhale, round your spine, look down towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do a stretch here, so bring your right foot out to the side so that your foot is flat on the floor and your heel is behind your toes. Lift your left foot so you come back onto your left toes, and then slowly bring your hips back to stretch your right hamstring, your right inner thigh, and also stretch your left foot here in this pose. So go to however deep you feel you want to go today. And let's press back up and do the opposite side. So right foot comes back, left foot extends out to the side. Placing your foot flat on the ground, your heel is behind your toes. Lift the toes of the right foot and press back so your hips come towards your right foot. So this is stretching your left inner thigh and also your right foot at the same time. So we'll stay here for a couple of moments. And let's press back up into a tabletop position. Tuck the toes and let's come up into our first downward facing dog. So maybe pedaling out the feet here, bending your knees generously. So spending some time here pedaling out the feet, bending one leg and straightening the other. Maybe also bending your knees a lot and really pressing your hips up, pressing your hands away from the earth. Stretching your spine, stretching your hamstrings. There's a lot going on in downward facing dog. And we're going to lift the right foot up behind you, the three-legged dog. Maybe find some movement, maybe open the hip. Maybe do some circles, do what feels good here. Then bring the right foot in between your hands, lower your left knee down, and we're going to press up into a low lunge. So from here, bring the arms up above your head. I'm going to reach up to the sky and then sink the shoulders back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink down. From here, we're going to bring your right hand down, and then with the left arm, start to reach over to the right hand side. So getting a slight stretch here. You might even bring your right hand down to the floor and stretch the left side of your body. We're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift back up, right arm comes back up to meet the left, and bring our hands in prayer down the front of the body. We're going to bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee, and then slowly open up your right arm, extending backwards for a gentle twist. Again, we'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Arms come back down, hands come back down to the mat. Let's press back into a downward facing dog. And again, we'll find some movement here. Something I like to do actually is to lift one foot, so bring my knee almost to my chin whilst I'm stretching the other leg. So again, finding some movement here in downward facing dog. Extend the left leg up for a 3-legged dog. Again, you might want to find some movement, maybe open up your hip, maybe doing some hip rotations, doing what feels good here today. And bring the left foot in between your hands, right knee lowers down, and we come up into a low lunge on the left side. We're going to reach our arms up, and again stretch and reach up to the sky. On the inhale, exhale, lower down. Reach up to the sky with the inhale, exhale, sink down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, relax down. We're going to bring our left hand down to the side of our body, and with the right hand, start to stretch over to the left hand side. You might want to place a block here, or maybe touch the floor if you can reach. And just stretching the right side body. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Left arm joins the right arm at the top. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And from here, we can bring our left arm reaching out behind us for a gentle twist. Again, staying here for 3, 2, 1. Hands come back to the floor, back to the mat, and press back into a downward facing dog. Again, you might want to find some different movements here. Bending the knees, pressing away with the hands and your shoulders away from the ground. Connecting with the breath. With the inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, and make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise up to mountain pose. And we're going to do 3 sun salutation A. So I'll guide you through it. So, inhale, arms come up above your head. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or knees and lower down to a half press up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. On the next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, mountain pose. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, knees come down, or chaturanga, down into a upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, staying here for 3 breaths. On the next inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, mountain pose. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, arms raise up, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Stay here for inhale. Exhale, knees come down, chaturanga. Half press up and then into a inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 long, deep breaths. On the next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, mountain pose. From here we're going to do a tree pose. It seems that we are in a forest. It kind of seems like the right pose to be doing. So we're going to start off by grounding through your left foot. Start to lift your right foot. And your right foot might just come to your tippy toes. Your right foot might come to your left ankle, to your left calf, or maybe to your left inner thigh. Find something in front of you to focus your attention. And your hands can either come to your hips, prayer hands, cactus arms, or above your head. And in this pose, if your foot is against your inner thigh, I like to press my foot and my thigh against each other so there's some tension there. And then also peel back my right knee. So I'm focusing on peeling my knee back whilst pressing my foot and my leg together. Grounding through the left foot. Chest is lifted, core is strong. And let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower the right foot back down, shake out your legs. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So start to bring all your weight into your right foot, and then start to bring your left foot maybe onto your tippy toes. Maybe your left foot come towards your right ankle, to your right shin, or otherwise to your right inner thigh. Whoops, a little bit wobbly. There we go, find something to focus on. And again, pressing the foot into the thigh and peeling your left knee back. So again, your hands can come to your hips, prayer hands, cactus arms, or arms above your head. Pressing through the right foot, peeling the left knee open, straight spine, strong core, chest is lifted. Reaching up to the sky if that's the arm pose that you chose today. And let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. bring your left foot back down and shake out both legs. So we're going to come back to the top of the mat, and I'm going to step back with a big step with my left foot into a warrior two position. So have a look at the floor, make sure that your right knee is over your right ankle, your left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Arms come out, and this is your warrior two. We're going to move through some dynamic warrior. So on the inhale, straighten the leg and lift the arms above your head. Look forwards, and then exhale, arms come back down, bend your knee, look over your right hand. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Let's bring your right arm, your right elbow to your right knee, and then your arm can stretch up to the sky for extended side angle pose. Feeling strong in your core and your legs. Staying here for a couple more moments. Maybe challenge yourself to look up to the sky. If you're losing balance, look down to the floor. And let's press back up into warrior two. Left hand comes down the outside of the left thigh. Right arm starts to reach up for reverse warrior. Remembering to breathe. Back into warrior two. This time I'm going to straighten our right leg. Start to lean forwards, reach forwards if there's something that you're reaching for. Your right hand comes down either to a block or to your right leg, and your left hand can either come to your hip or again reaching up to the sky for triangle pose. Again, remembering to breathe, and we'll stay here for a couple more moments. Look down to the floor, press back into a warrior two. We're going to pivot the right foot, and we're going to kind of pigeon toe, I think that's the word, so that the toes on your feet are pointing inwards. And from here, we're going to maybe bring your hands into your hips and slowly hinge forwards at the hips, keeping your legs nice and straight, and your hands might come down onto blocks or maybe onto the floor. You might want to widen your stance. And find what feels good here. Remember to relax your head, maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Relaxing your neck muscles. Something I like to do is press my left hand in the middle of the mat and reach my right hand up to the sky. Back down, and the opposite side. So right hand comes down, left hand goes up to the sky. Let's do that one more time. Right hand up and left hand up. I'm going to slowly bring my feet in a little bit closer. Hands come onto my hips and hinge up until we're standing. We're going to pivot the toes of the left foot facing the back of the mat. Your right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Make sure that your left knee is above your left ankle. Your right leg is straight. And we come into a warrior two position with the left hand stretched over the left leg and your right hand stretched out behind you. And we're going to move through some dynamic warriors. So inhale, straighten your left leg, arms come up, look forwards. Exhale, back down to warrior two. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Left elbow comes to left knee, and the right arm reaches up to the sky for extended side angle. Your gaze might be forwards or down or even looking up to the sky. Let's stay here for 3, 2, 1. Press back up into a warrior two. Right hand comes down to the outside of the right thigh. Left hand reaches up and back for reverse warrior. Back into warrior two. And this time we straighten the left leg. Start to reach forwards with your left hand, and the left hand comes down either to a block, to the floor, or to your leg. And your right hand can either come to your hip or again reaching up to the sky. Let's stay here for 3, 2, 1. Look down to the floor, press back up into warrior two. We're going to bring our feet again facing the side of the mat. Let's just heel toe our feet together. Shake your legs out. So from here I'm actually going to stand on one foot at a time and rotate the ankle of the foot that's lifted. That's just what my body wants to do here. If your body wants to do something else, feel free to do it. I'll give us all about 30 seconds to do some movement that you want to do. Maybe you want to jump up or down. Maybe you want to stand still. Whatever it is you want to do in this moment, now's your time to do it. So making our way back to the top of the mat, we're going to work through one more sun salutation A, and then we'll do some seated poses. So find yourself in mountain pose. We're going to inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or knees half press up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. On the inhale, bring the knees back down to the floor, and we're going to do some cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, look down. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral spine. Let's find ourselves into a seated position. And we're going to move into Paschimottanasana, which is a seated forward fold. So extend your legs out in front of you. You might want to have a block or a bolster or a cushion or something underneath your knees here. Otherwise, keep your legs nice and straight, straight spine. Inhale, raise the arms above your head. Exhale, fold forwards and bring your toes facing towards you. So pull your toes back. If you don't have anything to place under your knees, but you still want to bend your knees, you can do that as well. So let's do that again. Inhale, exhale, fold. When we're ready, come back up to a seated position. We're going to bend the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot towards the inside of your left leg. We're going to do the same here for a head to knee pose. So again, extend the arms up with the inhale. Exhale, fold forward with your left toes pointing up to the sky or pointing back towards you. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. And we'll do the same on the opposite leg. So extend your right leg, bend your left knee, and bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right foot. Inhale, lengthen the arms above your head. Exhale, fold over your right foot with your right toes pointing upwards. And again, we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. When we're ready, press back up to a seated position. We're going to do a reverse tabletop position. So bring your feet hips distance apart with your knees bent. Your hands come behind you and point your fingers towards your hips and towards your towards your feet, that direction. And when we're ready, on 3, we're going to press our hips up to the sky for reverse tabletop. So 1, 2, 3, press up, keeping your knees hips distance apart. So pushing your hips up to the sky. We'll stay here for 3, push, 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 2, 1, and lower the hips back down to a cross-legged position. So you have 3 options here for this next pose. We can either do cross-legged position, double pigeon, which is where you have, for example, your left foot on the bottom and your right foot on your left knee. So your legs are kind of stacked, your shins are stacked above each other. Or the other option is to do cow face pose, which is where you bring your left ankle towards your right hip, your right ankle towards the outside of your left hip, and maybe place your hands on your knees. So you have a variation here. You can choose either of these 3 poses. And just pay attention to how you feel in this moment. How does your body feel? We're going to stay here in this position for a couple of moments, a couple of breaths, and then we'll swap sides and do the opposite side. So just check in with your hips. Notice how they feel, because they might feel differently when we do the opposite side as well. And just focus on your breath. When we feel ready, we're going to swap sides. So whichever leg was on top is now going to be on the bottom. So again, either a cross-legged position, or maybe you stack your legs in double pigeon. So your right foot this time comes underneath and your left ankle goes on top of your right knee. Your left knee is on top of your right ankle so that your shins are stacked. Or you can do cow face pose, where your right ankle comes towards your left hip and your left ankle comes towards the outside of your right hip. For cow face pose, again, you can rest your hands in front of you and just notice any differences with how your body feels in this pose as opposed to the other side. So do your hips feel any different? Does your body feel any different? Do you feel any tension or any maybe relaxing? And then again, just focusing on your breath, and we'll stay here for a couple of moments. And when we feel ready, we're going to move into Savasana. So lay down on the mat, bring your feet to the edges of the mat, your hands to the edges of the mat as well. Don't be afraid to take up space. Find a comfortable position. You might want to place a blanket over you. If you feel a little bit cold, you might want to place a block underneath your head. Maybe bring your hands to your tummy or to your chest. Just find what feels comfortable for you today. And we're going to run through a quick body scan. So just noticing how your head feels, your ears, your eyebrows, your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your jaw. Unclenching your jaw and relaxing your tongue. Bring the attention down your neck to your shoulders, down your arms to your elbows, to your forearms, to your wrists, to your hands and to your fingers. Bring the attention to your chest and your tummy, to the top of your back, the middle of your back and your lower back. Bringing the attention to your hips, to your thighs, to your knees, to your lower legs and to your ankles, to your feet and to your toes. Feeling supported from the ground, feeling the sun kissing your face and the gentle breeze across your body. And just relax in this moment. If you feel any tension, just try to release that tension. And we're just going to take a moment to lay here in Savasana, to rest, to recharge, and to restore. If your mind starts to drift off and think about other things, just return to your breath, focusing on your inhales and your exhales. Noticing where you feel the breath passing through your body, through your nose, through your mouth. Maybe you notice your chest or your tummy moving with the inhales and the exhales. And we're going to slowly start to come back to our body. Maybe start to slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers, your wrists and your ankles. Maybe reach your arms over your head for a big morning stretch. Ooh. Roll onto the side of your body. And we'll stay here for another moment. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. And just take one more moment for you, maybe one more inhale and exhale. Maybe give yourself a big hug. Do anything that you want to do in this moment. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed today's class. Have a wonderful day and I will see you very soon. Bye.